I have to work other things just so I can hop on here and talk. But yeah, so it was like every day for me, it was like I didn't know if I was gonna make it out of this neighborhood. I did not know if I was gonna make it out. You know what I mean? You just see. So there is. I never try to paint this image that it was always like this, but some nights it was normal, right? You know, it was particularly the summers. So I'm about to put it this way. It was like at first it was like we outside barbecuing. It was like fights, you know, it was dancing, it was like us running up and down the street riding our bikes. But then when the summertime hit, that's when it got rough. So like every day wasn't like that, but there were like times where it was like that, right? Don't get me wrong. I mean, I loved my community. I loved my neighborhood, like the barbecues, the cookouts. Our house felt like everybody can come over there. Like if we, you know, it was like one big safe haven in that community. And that was the sad part. Like um you had the really good people, like the grandmas, you had my mama, you had all these good people who just really wanted family and they wanted to raise their kids, but then it was like it was so much stuff going down that it was like we got caught in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like we got caught in the middle of it. You have really good families, and there's still like some families over there, but not as many. It's like a few. So we got caught up in the middle of it because, you know, it was like we was trying to just live and I was trying to go to school, but on my way to school, people would be like, hey, what hood you from, bro? And I was new over there when I was young. And I was like, man, I don't rep no hood. So they'd try to jump me. And then I had to fight. I had to defend myself. And the more I defended myself, the more that they respected me. It was like, okay, bet you can roll with us now. So imagine that. I was in elementary school. Imagine being in elementary. And this is what it's like growing up in the inner city, right? It's like from a young age, you get introduced to like crews and cliques. Even when I didn't want it, it came to me because we lived there because we was in poverty, because my mama's parents was in poverty. And then my great grandma came from the south to um escape like all the segregation and the discrimination. So she moved to Detroit, and then they find a spot that get hit with the, you know, war on drugs. And then, you know, my grandparents get hooked on it, and then my mama is trying to fight and get away from it. So it was like a chain reaction. So I'm honestly one of the first people in my family to get out of it. My granddad been trying. I want to interview my granddad because he like the goat, like for real. He really do got like pool in Detroit. But it was like it was just like I'm one of the first people, and that's why I gotta do this, y'all. Somebody said black neighborhood.